Hello my brilliant friends, welcome to this 10th lecture or 14th lecture in which I'll be solving the 10th question on the topic of admission of a partner. Okay, so we have solved lot of different problems. Previous problem was important for the purpose of adjustment of capital account to be adjusted through loan account. I had given these numberings. I hope you have checked the numberings at the end of the previous video as compared to your own answer. Now let me consider the next question. These are the numberings of the previous answer and a note. Hope you have written the note. Note need not be written in examination. This is only for your purpose. Let us now consider the next question. Question number 10. This is from page number 150 and 151. Almost a similar question like question number 9. Only thing is that in question number 9, the adjustment of capital account was done through loan account, whereas now it is made through current account. In question number 9 also we were having, instead of revaluation account, the problem has asked us to prepare P&L adjustment account. Here also in question number 10, instead of revaluation account, we are going to change the heading. The new heading is going to be P&L adjustment account. So rest of the problem is almost same. Yes, some items of reserves etc. are there in the balance sheet. We are required to consider the same, but they are old adjustments, not some new adjustments. So let me disappear from the screen and start discussing the question with you. Kabir and Reshma are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 4:1. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2019 is as follows. Balance sheet as on 31st March 19, capital of Kabir, Reshma, general reserve, P&L account, creditors for goods and creditors for expenses. On the asset side you have goodwill, debtors less RDD, land and building and bank. On 1st April 2019, Suvarna is admitted in the partnership on the following terms. Suvarna to bring for a 20% share in future profits rupees 45,000. Goodwill of the firm is valued at rupees 75,000. So they have told Suvarna is bringing 45,000 and that is for 20% share in the future profits. Goodwill of the firm is valued at rupees 75,000. Be careful. The problem has given you the figure of goodwill of the firm. RDD is no longer required. Rent receivable is rupees 4,500 to be adjusted in book. Rent receivable. I think in one of the problems we have talked about accrued unaccounted income. Same adjustment is here, but instead of calling it as accrued unaccounted income, they are calling it as rent receivable. And then capital accounts of all the partners to be adjusted in new PSR by opening current account. So the most important adjustments are adjustment number 1, number 2 and number 5. Rest of the adjustments are okay. That's not very much difficult for us. Okay. So let us now write down the observations. What are the different observations we are making? And based on that, we'll decide the steps to be considered in this problem. Let me write down. Observations. First one, old PSR is equal to 4:1. Suvarna is admitted for 1/5 share. Sir, where did you get this 1/5? 20% is 20 upon 100. Percent is a short form of per century. Per century means per 100. 20 per 100. When you say 20%, you can also call it as 20 per century, or you can also call it as 20 per 100. 20 per 100 is 20 upon 100. 20 upon 100 is 1 upon 5. That's why we are calling Suvarna is admitted for 1/5 share. She brings in capital of rupees 45,000. Next, goodwill is already appearing in the old balance sheet. Next, there is an adjustment for goodwill. There is an adjustment for revaluation of goodwill. So all those of you who have considered this 4th lecture on the topic of accounting entries for goodwill, you will remember that this is considered as the last situation. There is existing goodwill in the balance sheet, new partner does not bring his share of goodwill in cash, and there is an adjustment for revaluation of goodwill. Then such revaluation can be adjusted either directly to goodwill account and partners capital account, or it can also be adjusted to goodwill account and revaluation account, if you remember properly. Okay. Next one is there is general reserve and P&L account in balance sheet. Old balance sheet already has general reserve and general reserve, P&L account on liability side, and RDD also. Okay, and I think there is an adjustment for RDD. It is no longer required. RDD is no longer required, so we need to cancel it. And then there is unaccounted rent receivable, now required to be accounted for. And next one, adjustment of capital account based on in the new PSR is expected. The basis for such adjustment is not given. So we have seen in the previous problem, in such case new partners capital account is considered a basis. Therefore new partners capital account is treated as basis. And last point I can say, such adjustment is not in cash or loan account, but it is in which account? But it is in current account. Okay, cash or loan account. But it is in current account. I hope everybody has understood all the observations. Write it down properly. No need to write in examination. They are just for you and me to help us to understand what are the different things which we have read while or observed while reading the problem. They have asked us to prepare P&L adjustment account, partners capital account and balance sheet. So be quick. The answer is supposed to be 6 to 8 lines for P&L adjustment account, 6 to 8 lines for partners capital account, 3/4 page for the purpose of balance sheet, working note number 1 calculation of ratio, working note number 2 cash or bank account, working note number 3 goodwill is not required because there is an existing goodwill and there is an adjustment for revaluation of goodwill, and new partner is not bringing his share of goodwill in cash. Okay, so I will consider working note number 2 here, and that adjustment of loan account I will consider, adjustment of calculation of capital I will transfer it here. So it will require lesser number of slides and the answer will be easy for you to understand in single slide. I will not have to dance too many different things. I'll remove this slide. Okay, just a minute. So draw it up quickly. P&L adjustment account, name is got to be changed, partners capital account, balance sheet, and then 3 different working notes, calculation of ratios 6 to 8 lines, cash or bank account 6 to 8 lines, and then calculation of capital is the working note number 3, which is going to be the last working note. So number of lines need not be considered just now, they will automatically get adjusted. Okay, so assuming that you have completed your drawing part, let me start with the solution part. First step, Open necessary ledger accounts, complete. Second step, transfer of assets and liabilities. Let me transfer liabilities first. Kabir and Reshma will be transferred to partners capital account credit side 1,05,000 and 75,000. So I'll write here partners capital account credit side by balance carried forward 1,05,000 and 75,000. Nothing is to be considered as opening balance of Suvarna because she is a new partner. Next, general reserve and P&L account, both of them are coming on balance sheet liability side, then it should be transferred to old partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. So I'll consider 30,000 to be divided in the ratio of 4:1. So partners capital account credit side by general reserve. What is the amount? The amount is rupees general reserve 30,000. 30,000 to be divided in the ratio of 4:1. 30,000 to be divided in the ratio of 4:1. So 30,000 will be divided by 5. That goes to 6,000 into 4, that is 24,000. So 24,000 for Kabir. 24,000 for Kabir. And 6,000 for Reshma. And nothing for Suvarna. Okay. Why nothing for Suvarna? Because Suvarna is not an old partner, she is a new partner, so she does not have right to share the profits of the past. Next is P&L account 6,000. Again it will have to be transferred to old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. It represents past undistributed profits, so we'll say by P&L account. Amount is rupees 6,000. 6,000 to be divided again in the ratio of 4:1. Why 4:1? Because that is the old ratio. So 6,000 divided by 5 into 4, that goes to 4,800, and 6,000 divided by 5 is equal to 1,200. So that is dash here. Okay. So liability side we have completed capital, general reserve and P&L account. Now creditors for goods and creditors for expenses. Creditors for expenses are nothing but your outstanding expenses, but there is no adjustment for creditors, so both of them can go to directly outer column of the closing balance sheet. So I'll consider closing balance sheet outer column, partners capital account. There are 3 partners, Kabir, Reshma and Suvarna. Then one line I'll leave. In fact, I'll write partners capital current account also. Sir, where are you getting current account? We are going to get it because the last adjustment has told us that the adjustment of partners capital account should not be in cash account, should not be in loan account, but it will be in current account. So maybe there will be Kabir and there will be Reshma. Okay. So I am writing that particular thing. One line I am leaving, and then I am writing creditors for goods and then creditors for expenses. Creditors for goods and creditors for expenses. Amount is 48,000 and 12,000. 48,000 directly outer column and 12,000 directly outer column. Okay. So liability side is posted. Come on to the asset side. Goodwill 66,000, but there is adjustment number 2. Look into the adjustment properly. Original goodwill is 66,000. Adjustment number 2 says it is 75,000. That means it is revaluation. I don't know whether you can recollect the discussion which we have made for accounting entries for goodwill. Let me show it to you. This is a special type of adjustment. This we call it as valuation method. New partner does not bring his share of goodwill in cash. New partner does not bring his share of goodwill in cash. Value should be firm's goodwill, ratio should be old ratio, and then the difference from the old value of goodwill, because there is goodwill is already appearing in the old balance sheet, but firm's goodwill is again separately given, and the value of firm's goodwill which is given in adjustment and value of firm's goodwill given in balance sheet is not tallying. The difference will be considered as revaluation. Entry can be goodwill account debit to revaluation account, or it can also be goodwill account debit to old partners capital or current account, as the case may be. So if you want, you can pass the entry goodwill account debit to revaluation to the extent of how much? To the extent of difference between the balance sheet value, which is 66,000, to the extent of difference between balance sheet value, which is 66,000, and expected value as per adjustment 75,000. So 9,000 rupees can be considered as an entry, and the entry can be either goodwill to revaluation, that is also okay, or the entry can be goodwill to old partners capital. So either of these two entries are okay. Please remember, both the entries are not required. Any one of them is required. Both the entries ultimately result the same thing. Goodwill to revaluation is acceptable entry, or if you don't like it, you can pass second entry, but please don't pass both the entries. Okay, goodwill to old partners capital is also acceptable, or goodwill to revaluation is also acceptable. Both of them simultaneously are not acceptable, because goodwill is appearing in the old balance sheet and new partner does not bring his share of goodwill in cash, but there is some value of goodwill given by the problem, and the value given by the problem now in adjustment is 75,000, but value in the balance sheet is 66,000. That means these two are not tallying. Then to the extent of difference, either of these two entries, any one of these two entries can be passed. Okay, I hope everybody has understood it now. Let me consider now our problem. So goodwill I am going to consider in the closing balance sheet asset side, and I have not told that this is to be written off and something like that. So I'm just treating it like normal adjustment. Building appreciated, stock appreciated, furniture depreciated, etc. Similarly, I'm considering adjustment as goodwill appreciated. Okay, next one. So I'm going to leave one line for that. Debtors 30,000, and they have told that RDD is no longer required, and there is no other adjustment for debtors. That means we can directly take debtors to the outer column 30,000. We can directly take debtors to the outer column 30,000. So then where to transfer RDD? This existing RDD is no longer required. So a reserve is not required. Reserve is not required is reserve cancelled. Reserve cancelled is a profit. That means it will be transferred to revaluation account credit side. So I'll go to revaluation account credit side. I'll write there by RDD. What is the old amount of RDD? The old amount of RDD was 3,000. So by RDD account you can say 3,000. Next, land and building. Is there any adjustment for land and building? No. So we can directly write it in the outer column 1 lakh rupees. Next, bank 83,000. Oh, this bank we are going to write in the cash and bank account debit side. Sorry for that. To balance brought down 83,000. So we have posted the entire balance sheet properly. First step, open necessary ledger accounts, complete. Second step, transfer of assets and liabilities, complete. Third step, capital brought in by the new partner. So Suvarna is bringing in capital of rupees 45,000. So I am considering cash or bank account debit to Suvarna's capital account. So cash or bank account debit side to Suvarna capital. And how much capital she is bringing in? She is bringing in capital of rupees 45,000. Next one. Second effect is capital account credit side by bank. Suvarna is bringing capital of rupees 45,000. Next one, step number 1, open necessary ledger accounts, complete. Second step number 2, transfer of assets and liabilities, complete. Step number 3, capital brought in by new partner, complete. Step number 4, goodwill. What have they told you? Goodwill, there is already existing goodwill in balance sheet, and plus there is an adjustment. They are not telling that Suvarna is bringing her share of goodwill in cash. So new partner is not bringing her share of goodwill in cash. That means it is valuation method, not the premium method. In such a situation, we are going to identify is there any existing goodwill or not? Yes, existing goodwill is how much? 66, and new goodwill is how much? 75. That means existing goodwill needs to be appreciated. This is more or less like an adjustment of appreciation of asset. So we can consider add to goodwill balance sheet asset side goodwill. In the outer column we want 75,000. That means in the inner column we are going to add 9,000. This 9,000 we are going to call it as what? Addition appreciation. This appreciation second effect, there are two different possibilities. If you want, you can credit it to revaluation account, or if you want, you can credit it to partners capital account. Any one method is okay. Okay, so I am considering revaluation account, so it becomes easy for me to quickly complete the things by goodwill. If you will write it in the partners capital account, don't worry, that is also acceptable, but in that case you should remember that it is divided among partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So 9,000 will have to be divided in the old profit sharing ratio. Clear? Next part. RDD is no longer required. We have already cancelled it. We have already transferred it to revaluation account, more than sufficient. Rent receivable rupees 4,500 to be adjusted in bank, to be adjusted in books. Rent receivable, it is not yet received. Receivable is just like debtor. Debtor is coming on balance sheet asset side. So we'll write here rent receivable. The amount is how much? Rupees 4,500. So directly outer column 4,500. Second effect, revaluation account credit side by rent receivable. Why I am considering on revaluation account credit side? Because it is an income which was not accounted for. So when we are considering income, it should be always credited to P&L account. Since it is an adjustment to be done at the time of admission, that's why instead of P&L account, it will go to P&L adjustment account or revaluation account. So we are considering here 4,500. Okay. I think all adjustments are over except adjustment number 5. Adjustment number 5 tells us capital account of partners to be adjusted in new PSR by opening current account. Okay, so new PSR is to be used. We will use new PSR. Basis is not given. We will assume new partners capital is the basis. But before that, it is necessary for us to close our P&L adjustment account, find out profit or loss, transfer it to old partners capital account. So let me consider here the total 9 plus 3 is equal to 12 plus 4 is equal to 16. So 16,500 is the totaling. 16,500 is the totaling. Balancing figure is also 16,500. There seems to be a profit because there is no item on debit side. All items are on credit side only. And then there is Suvarna. Not Suvarna, sorry. Suvarna is a new partner. She cannot get any share in revaluation profit. So there is Reshma and there is Kabir. Revaluation profit is always to be transferred, or loss always to be transferred to only old partners capital account. So to partners capital account. Those are small mistakes which can happen in exam. Be clear, revaluation profit or loss is always transferred to old partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. Once it is clear in your mind, you may not make any mistake. Okay, great. And their old profit sharing ratio was how much? It was 4:1. So I'll consider 4:1. Four and 1. So 16,500 to be divided by 5, and it will be multiplied by 4 as well as 1. So 3,000 plus 9,000 plus 4,500 is equal to 16,500 divided by 5 is equal to 3,300 is the answer for Reshma. Into 4 is the answer 13,200 for Kabir. And amount columns are always right aligned. Now probably this particular rule is imprinted in your mind, so I need not worry about the same. By P and L adjustment account. जगह कम पड़ रहा है, so I am not writing the word account, but you please write it. The answer is how much? 13,200 and 3,300. Next part, now let us consider the total of partners capital account in our working note number 4. But in working note number 4, what we will require? We will require calculation of ratio, because we will require new PSR. In front of partner's name, we will have to write their new PSR, which is not given by the problem. We will have to calculate it. So I'll write here step number 1. Suvarna share is equal to 20% is equal to 20 upon 100 is equal to 1 by 5. Next, step number 2, remaining balance is equal to 1 minus 1 by 5 is equal to 4 by 5. Next, step number 3 is equal to, what is that step? New ratio is equal to remaining balance into old ratio, and then there is Kabir, Reshma and Suvarna. Kabir remaining balance is 4 by 5 into old ratio of Kabir was also 4 by 5, so I can specify 4 by 5 into 4 by 5 is equal to 16 by 25. Reshma, her remaining balance for her also is 4 by 5 into whatever is given is 1 by 5 of the old ratio, so that goes to 4 by 25. So Suvarna will say that 16 pieces are given to Kabir, 4 pieces are given to Reshma, so 20 pieces are distributed already out of 25 pieces, so remaining 5 pieces are to be given to Suvarna, that is 5 upon 25, and I think 5 upon 25 is nothing but 1 upon 5, so that is also correct. We have fulfilled our promise and we have calculated a new ratio, so new ratio is 16 is to 4 is to 5. New ratio is equal to 16 is to 4 is to 5. I'll go back to partners capital ka working note. Here I'll mention 16 and 4 and 5. Okay, then I'll write here a total credit after all adjustments. Let us look at the total credit of all the partners after adjustment. Mr. Kabir is having 1,05,000 plus 24,000 plus 4,800 plus 13,200. The total of Mr. Kabir's credit side is 1,47,000. So I'll write here 1,47,000. Look at Reshma. Reshma's capital account credit side 75,000 plus 6,000 plus 1,200 plus 3,300. The answer is 85,500 for Reshma. So Reshma, it will be 85,500. And for Suvarna, the answer is 45,000. So there is no much difficulty. If you have seen the capital account properly, you will come to know there is nothing on debit side. So I'll write here total debit after all adjustments. Total debit after all adjustments is dash dash dash. So whatever remains is balance after all adjustments. It is 1,47,000, 85,500 and 45,000. Then we'll write ADJUST, yes. Then we'll write some amount to be added from current account or some amount to be deducted from current account, capital account and transferred to current account. So what we'll get is expected capital. How much is expected capital? That is not known. We have calculated ratio. New ratio is how much? Just now we have calculated 16 is to 4 is to 5. Now basis is not given. In that case we will consider basis to be equal to new partner's capital. That means we are going to consider 45,000 of Suvarna as our expected capital. Then the calculations are very easy. 45,000 into 16 upon 20, sorry, 45,000 into 16 upon 5 is equal to something something. Similarly here 45,000 into 4 upon 5 is equal to 45,000 into 4 upon 5 is equal to 36,000, and then the balance here is 45,000 into 16 upon 5. So 45,000 into 16 upon 5, that goes to how much? 1,44,000. So I'll consider here 1,44,000, 36,000. Now I can find out the amount of Kabir's capital is 1,47,000. We want to keep it as 1,44,000, so we will make it 3,000 is to be deducted, and 85,500 to 36,000. 85,500 to 36,000. Difference is 49,500. So I'll write here 49,500. These two amounts are our balancing figures. So I am considering here they are the balancing figures. These amounts are to be transferred to which account? They are to be transferred to current account. So I specified from the capital transferred to current account, and there is nothing to be transferred from current account. Suvarna, there is no tension because she is the basis, so no difficulty. So 3,000 and 49,500 are required to be transferred from what? From Kabir and Reshma's capital account to current account. So I'll specify, let us go to partner's capital account. On the credit side we have a lot of money. From that we want to transfer some money to current account. So we'll write here on the debit side to current account. Now before I forget, immediately I should go to balance sheet liability side and I should write there current account. The amount is rupees how much? Kabir is 3,000 and Reshma is 49,500. Kabir is 3,000 and Reshma is 49,500. Let us take the amount to the outer column. In the previous problem it was loan account. In this problem it is partner's current account, because that is how the adjustment is being told. 49,500 plus 3,000, that goes to 52,500 in the outer column. And then let us try to close the partner's capital account. There is nothing special. On the credit side all the entries are same. So let me take the total from here. Total of credit side is how much? It is already known to us. We'll write it here. Same amount will come here. Then we'll write to balance carried forward, and the balance will have to be the amount which we have considered, 1,44,000 and 36,000 and 45,000. You can cross verify, you can cross tally whether it is perfect or not. Okay. So these three amounts are balancing figures. Let me put circle around them because they are my balancing figures. Since they are balances, they should go to balance sheet liability side. On the balance sheet liability side I am going to write 1,44,000 and 36 and 45. 1,44,000 and 36 and 45. So outer column will be 1,44,000 plus 36,000 plus 45,000. That goes to 2,25,000. And then I think cash account is still to be closed. The total of cash will be 83 plus 45. Let us take the total quickly. 83 plus 45, that goes to 1,28,000. And then we'll write here by balance carried forward 1,28,000 . This balance will go to balance sheet asset side. Bank, we have written the name here. Amount column we had kept pending. We'll write the amount 1,28,000. Correct na? 1,28,000 na? Yes, 1,28,000 correct. Very good. Let us take the total now. ले लो हरि का नाम, कर लो बैलेंस शीट टैली. हो गया टैली तो खुद को देना ताली, नहीं हुआ टैली तो खुद को देना गाली. 75,000 plus 30,000 plus 1 lakh plus 1,28,000 plus 4,500. Total is 3,37,500. That is the asset side total. Let me consider liability side total. Liability side we are already having 2,25,000 plus 52,500 plus 48,000 plus 12,000. That goes to 3,37,500. Amount is tallying. So we have done our work perfectly. Good. So what are the new adjustments we have understood in this problem? First one, general reserve and P&L account of liability side will go to old partners capital account. Next one, RDD to be cancelled, that means it will go to revaluation account credit side. Next one, goodwill existing is there. New value of firm's goodwill is given. Afterwards, new partner is not bringing in any goodwill. Then how to make the treatment, how to take the treatment. We have shown it here. Goodwill, add appreciation 9,000, outer column is 75,000. Second effect of 9,000 we have given to revaluation account credit side. If you want, you can directly transfer it to partners capital account credit side, but in that case it will have to be to only Kabir and Reshma in their old ratio. In that case, your revaluation profit will go down because this 9,000 will not be here. So the total will be 3 plus 4, it will be 7,500. So if you are giving the second effect of goodwill instead of revaluation account, but directly to partners capital account, then partners capital account total and everything else will remain same, but revaluation account profit will be 7,500. That will be considered here separately in front of P&L adjustment account, and the amount of goodwill will be coming separately in partners capital account credit side. So these are the points which are required to be considered. This goodwill, appreciation, and then partners current account, how it is considered, and this working note. Okay, Kabir, Reshma and Suvarna. Again, what I'll be doing is, after the video is complete, after the lecture is over, I'll be adding a separate slide for the purpose of numbering of all the different steps. I would recommend you to stop the video, give the numbering first, and thereafter again resume the video to check whether your numbers and my numbers are matching or not. These numbers are to be written by pencil in your notebook, and remember, these numbers are not necessary in exam. They are just for you and me, so that afterwards whenever we are revising, we should be in a position to know we wrote which amount first, which amount afterwards. Okay, so thank you very much. In the next lecture I'll consider next problem. Okay, bye bye.